Hi guys, I'm back again. My name is Namdi Uche. Today we are going to talk about another project. Okay, so the title of this project is Tell a Story. Tell a Story. Okay, all right. So we are going to use this project to teach kids how to tell stories of their choice. It could be a story, could be a poem, using HTML and CSS. All right. Okay, so what is the objective here? Students should be able to write codes in HTML, insert images in HTML. Of course, we've done that before, right? Write codes in CSS. Okay, so we will add more codes, okay, to what we've done before. All right. So, introduction. In this project, you will learn how to create your own web page to tell a story, joke, or poem. Alright, so show them you want page down quickly. Alright, now this is an idea of what your work can look like by the end of the day. You can decide to be more creative with it and add other things that you would want to add. Okay, alright. So here it says it's just like a joke. Okay, so this is a joke. Knock knock, who is there? Arch, arch who? Bless you. Stuff like that. Okay, so let's move forward. Step one, you have to decide on the story. Okay, the story you want to tell. Before you get coding, you will need to decide on the story to tell. Okay, so here is our activity checklist. Okay, think about the story you want to tell. It should be a famous story, a story you have made up, or something that has happened to you or someone you know. It doesn't even have to be a story, it could be a joke, a poem, or anything else you want. Okay, all right. So the idea is just that you're narrating something using HTML and CSS. Okay, step two, editing your story. So by now you should have gotten a story. Okay, all right, editing your story. Now let's start by editing the HTML content and CSS style of the story web page. All right, open the file tellastory.html using Dreamweaver or any other IDE. Okay, any other HTML CSS editor that you have. All right, take note of that. Must not be Dreamweaver. All right, the project should look like this. So let me scroll down a bit. Then you see what the project should look like. Okay, so so this is a pre-written part of the work. Okay, I just added two images, hello, and then you can decide to use as many images as you would want. I just use these two as examples. Okay, so the story is yours. You choose the kind of images you want to use. All right, so let's move down a bit. All right, so let's open it up. I think I've done that already. Great. Oh, there we are. All right, so this is it. Okay, so this is the image of the boy. Okay, there. All right, so this is the text verbalizing, so to speak, what the boy is saying, and this is for the letter. So every image you add, all you need is this div code. This div code. Okay, yes, we have done some introductions that I think is very important for us to explain. Okay, div. Can I still remember the full meaning of div? Div. But it's usually a block of code or something. All right, I'll talk about it. Let me think of something. Div. I'll talk about it later on. Give me a minute. All right. So the div is just this block. Okay. All right. So you see there that block. So everything about a single narration of whatever the guy says is enclosed inside of this block. Okay. Then block you have the image right there. Right? You have the image, and then a paragraph tag to show what the image says. So all you have to do is just replicate this and you paste it to tell your own story. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the material. Okay, you might remember from the Happy Birthday project that web page contents goes in the body of the HTML. So in body of the HTML. Okay. Now go to the line of the code. You should see go to line 9 of the code. You should see the web page content, which is inside body. Okay. You should see the content which is inside body. Alright, so let's go to line 9. Alright, described here, line 9. Can you see it? Alright, so this is what I was explaining earlier. Okay, can you tell which tags are used to create the different parts of the web page? Okay, alright. You can see here that my story is this one. This the image is this one here. The image of the boy. Let me move that a little bit. Okay, that's good. Sorry about that. The image of the boy. Okay, good. And then the D is this whole block here. All right, and then the P is the paragraph tag. That's what the boy is saying there. All right. Right back. I need to remind myself the meaning of div again in HTML. Meaning of it. Full meaning of div. Let's see what we have. Okay. Why that is coming up? Go back to our storyline. Okay. Are we there? Okay, the div tag defines a division or section of HTML document. Okay, so that's what division. Okay, div elements can be used to structure HTML documents as a hierarchy of divisions. Alright, so it would be fair to say that div is short for division. So yeah, that's it right there. Alright, moving forward. Okay, so these are the elements you need HTML part of this work. That's all you need. Okay. All right. So the H1 is a heading. You can use the numbers H1 to H6 to create headings of different sizes. So if you're not okay with the heading that we have, you can change to a different heading that we use H1 here. The choice is yours. All right. The division here is short for division. Oh, I even explained it in the material. Oh, okay. So deriving is short for division, and it's a way of grouping stuff together. Okay. In this web page, you will use it to group together all the stuff for each part of your story. Each part of the story. IMG is image, and then here is the paragraph of text. Okay, I think I explained those earlier. Moving forward. Okay, it's a challenge. Challenge. Make some changes. Edit the HTML and the CSS code to customize your web page. Okay, you can alter the colors used in the web page, and you can also use fonts like Arial, Comic Sans, da. Okay, if you need more help, you can use the Happy Birthday project to help you. Okay, I believe you still have the Happy Birthday project. If you don't, you can quickly check the previous video. Okay, that's the previous video. You get the material. Now save whatever changes that you've made. Okay, save whatever changes that you've made. All right. Go to line 19 of the code and add a text to stand for the girl conversation. Where is that? Okay. All right. Line 19 is this. So what do you want the girl to say? Say hello. Then the girl says hi. Okay. When you come here, it will affect that. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So let's move forward. Go to line 22 of the code and add in another set of division tags. Okay, div tag. Open and close, of course. Starts and ends. Okay, this will create a new box for the next part of your story. Sorry about that. Of your story. All right. So let's quickly do that. Dreamweaver, where are you? So the girl has responded. So I think it's time for the boy to respond as well. Okay, so you can just copy that, copy, and come this way, and you paste it. Okay, so what do you want the boy to say? My name is Namdi. Okay, now when you click the design part, of course you should see the result of your action in the code part. All right, so that's that. All right, so can we preview this and see what we have? I've not saved, sorry about that. All right, right, but my system seems a little too slow. All right, hello, hi, my name is Nandi. But that's not me. Okay, that's not me. No way. Okay, so the story goes on and on and on and on and on. So it could be a poem. You can add other images if you want. Okay, you can add other images if you want. Remember, we've learned how to add images. All right. Let's move forward now. Add a paragraph of text inside your new div tag. Okay, so whatever text you want, you can add to it. Finally, you can add an image to your new box by adding this code. okay, inside of your div tag. All right, so you can decide to add a new image. Okay, remember we've learned how to add images before. So you can use that to add images that you want. All right, you can use this code directly in the code part of it. Okay, you can change the image and add any other image that you want, or uh, or you can do the usual. Let me just do that here. Do the usual, the one I did last line, insert, insert. Okay, image. So you do that. Add whatever image that you want. Go to the folder where the image is stored. Add it up. Add your alternate text if you so wish, but it's usually important. But I didn't bother to add that here. Okay. All right. So that's just much about this project. Okay. Let's move forward. Okay. So you save your project. Okay. You can look up and save new images that will be good for your story. Okay, save your project. All right, let's have a challenge, little challenge. Where are you? Come back here. All right, use what you've learned in this project to finish telling your story. Here is an example, so you can do something like this. Okay, like the one we saw earlier. All right, you save your project and that's that. But before I let go, there's something I need to explain. If you notice, there is a CSS file attached to this. Okay, the CSS file is responsible for this organization you're seeing here. For this organization, the size of the image, the size of the division, div, okay, the size of the text you see in there, the paragraphs you see in there, and more so the borders you see around this paragraph to make it stand out. Okay, all right, so let me go to the CSS part and just talk about them a little. Now you can see that we've added comments to explain each of them. It is very important for a child to know what each does, so that the child can know how to manipulate, move around them. Okay, and then check out the result he or she is going to get. All right, background color light blue, that's what you see here. Light blue adds color to the body. Okay, font family. Okay, this is an addition, an addition to what we've been doing before. Okay, font family is more like a font list of the fonts that the web page can use. Okay, if Georgia is not there, it's going to use Times New Roman. Now notice how Times New Roman is in quotes. Okay, Times New Roman is in quotes. Why is that? Because there are more than one word for that font family. Okay, now you see times. Okay, one word, no quotation, no need for that. Serif, the same. Okay, so if I can't find Georgia, I should use Times New Roman. If I can't find Times New Roman, I should use the default fonts family, serif. Okay, so this is the font list. All right, div, this is the division. This is what the division should look like. Float left arranges the div boxes to float from the left. So that's why you have this image here from the left, this from the left, this one will add up, and then it continues in that direction. Okay, if you don't do this well, a child can decide to say float right. Okay, and do whatever. You can alter this a bit. Remember that Dreamweaver gives you the opportunity to add other things. Okay, you see them there. So you choose what to add. So you can choose any of those, or you can look up the library online to find out other things that you can add to it. Okay, you see, once I removed the float length, that changed. They were just coming under. Okay, these images were just coming under them, but once I add it up again, they will now float down to the left. You see the difference? All right, so you can decide to alter that a bit and see what you get. Background color is light yellow. The background color of the div code is light yellow, as you can see there. Light yellow. You can decide to change the colors a bit, but whatever color you're picking, make sure it's a color that will allow the image and the text to be pronounced. Okay, the image to be pronounced actually. I think the text color is controlled somewhere else. Okay, the paragraph in the, yeah, right in the p tag. Okay, height 20 pixel. Okay, so the height of the division is 20 pixel, and then the weight is 200 pixel. The weight is 200 pixel as well. Okay, so that's why you have this and that. Okay, all right, now the border is 2 pixels solid black. Border, sorry about that spelling error there. That's why I prefer using the Microsoft Word version of this, so that once I notice any mistakes, I can correct immediately. Remember that this is still a work in progress. Yes, teaching, you can't say that your material is done yet. You always have new version this, version that, new additions, okay, corrections, injections, as the case may be. Okay, all right. So it controls the thickness and color of the div code. I can choose to see purple, solid black, purple. Let's see what that result will look like. Solid black, purple, solid purple. You can see it has changed the color. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? The color is no longer the same. It has changed. Okay, why don't I use red? Something more pronounced. Why don't I use red? Something more pronounced. Okay, I'm going to use red. So you see the changes that you're going to see. Okay, aha, more pronounced, right? Beautiful. So the choice is yours to make. You can decide to change the colors. Okay, padding. 5 pixels. Okay, so we want it to be padded a little bit, and then the margin is 2 pixels. The margin around 2 pixels, so that there will be space at the borders. Okay, what else? Okay, the image. Now the maximum height of the image should be 80% of the container. 80% of the container. Now in this case, which is the container, is division. Okay, so it should cover up 80% of it. Okay, so we're using percent so that it just stays in shape with what you have there. We don't want to use pixel because pixel may not be easy to manage here. Okay, all right. So but when you say percentage, it will just adjust the image size to the division size. All right. P here, the background color is white. That's why you have the white background color there. You can change it to any color that you want. What will happen if we say blue? What will happen if we say blue? Oh, sorry about that. Blue. All right. When we come here, you see it has changed. All right. So the choice is always yours to make. Okay, so let me go back and leave it at white. I could have just done Ctrl Z. Sorry. Okay, moving forward. All right. Border to pick this solid black. That's why you still have to pick there solid black. You can use any color that you want. Okay, so that's basically what all of those can do for you. Okay. So feel free to share your story with me. Let me see what you've done so far. Okay, let me see the changes, the kind of story you told. All right, that's that. Any other thing to say? No, 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 no. I don't think there's any other thing I need to add to this. All right, thank you all very much for your time. Please remember to share. Remember to share your story with me. I would like to see what you're able to come up with. Okay, I would like to see your creativity. Thank you very much. Please remember to subscribe. Okay, and liking our page, very important. We need it to stay afloat, yeah, at least that is just the little you can do for us. um, since we're giving out this content for free, yeah. All right, that's that. So thank you all very much. See you later. Bye.